Tonight in Texas, a police officer is facing felony charges after a deadly crash involving a minivan full of children. Prosecutors say the officer was speeding to a call without lights or sirens when he struck the vehicle at an intersection, killing 2 boys and seriously injuring 3 girls. Here's what the indictment alleges, what police have said publicly, and what happens next in court. Location: Baytown, Texas. Defendant, Baytown police officer Michael Hightower. 28 charges, 2 counts of manslaughter and 1 count of aggravated assault. Status: authorities say he turned himself in, posted $150,000 bond, and was released. Alleged incident: a collision at an intersection on October 23rd. Shortly after 7 p.m. victims, a woman and 5 children in a Honda Odyssey. 2 boys, Jude Russell, 10, and River Russell, 8, were pronounced dead at the hospital. 3 girls, 16, 14, and 3 were reported injured. Next court date: January 12th, per the information provided. Shortly after 7 p.m., October 23rd, the emergency call, according to authorities. Officer Hightower was responding to a persons with a weapon call after another officer requested assistance. Investigators say he was driving in an emergency response context when the events unfolded. Approaching the intersection, speed and visibility factors. Police say Hightower entered an intersection on a green light, but the indictment alleges he was traveling at a high rate of speed and did so without activating his emergency lights or sirens. This detail matters because warning equipment is designed to signal urgency to other drivers, particularly at intersections where visibility, timing, and assumptions about normal traffic flow can determine outcomes. The collision impact with the Honda Odyssey: authorities say Hightower's vehicle struck a Honda Odyssey that was making a left-hand turn. The minivan was occupied by a woman and 5 children. According to police, a local ABC affiliate, citing a police report, reported that despite the green light, Hightower was considered at fault due to speeding and the lack of lights and sirens. Immediate response: airlift and hospital outcomes. Authorities said Hightower and 2 of the children were airlifted to the hospital. 2 boys, Jude 10 and River 8, were later pronounced dead at the hospital. The 3 girls reported as 16, 14, and 3 suffered serious injuries, including fractures and a brain bleed, according to information attributed to a fundraising page mentioned in the report. Officer condition and employment status: Hightower underwent surgery on his leg and remains on medical leave, according to his agency. He had worked for the department for over 2 years. Based on the details provided, indictment and surrender. The legal turn: authorities say Hightower was indicted on manslaughter and aggravated assault charges. He turned himself into jail and was released after posting bond. Official statements: cooperation and public grief, Baytown police said. Hightower is cooperating fully with the legal process. The police chief issued a statement expressing condolences and describing the incident as a tragedy affecting everyone involved, remembering the victims' public tributes. Publicly shared obituaries described Jude as curious and energetic, and River as imaginative and spirited, details that highlight the personal loss behind the legal allegations now moving through the courts. One: urgency and risk in emergency response calls described as involving a weapon can heighten urgency. Under pressure, responders may narrow focus to arrival time, sometimes accepting higher risk, an issue frequently examined in post-incident reviews. 2. The role of lights and sirens as communication: lights and sirens are not simply tools for speed. They are a warning system for the public. Without them, other drivers may have no reason to anticipate an unusually fast vehicle entering an intersection, even when that vehicle technically has a green light. 3. Legal responsibility versus right of way. Investigations often separate right of way from duty of care. Even with a green light, speeding, especially without warning signals, can be viewed as a dangerous deviation from reasonable driving standards, which can become central to criminal allegations. 4. Why criminal charges can follow a crash, manslaughter, and aggravated assault charges. typically reflect a prosecutor's belief that the conduct rose beyond negligence into recklessness. The indictment signals the case has met a legal threshold to proceed, while the defendant retains the right to challenge the allegations in court. Baytown police officer Michael Hightower, 28, has been indicted on 2 counts of manslaughter and 1 count of aggravated assault in connection with a crash authorities say happened as he sped to an emergency call without activating lights or sirens. The crash involved a Honda Odyssey carrying a woman and 5 children. 2 boys, Jude Russell, 10, and River Russell, 8, died at the hospital. 3 girls, 16, 14, and 3 were reported injured. Hightower has posted a $150,000 bond. His agency says he is cooperating and his next court date is scheduled for January 12th. That's the report. Thanks for watching.